Yo, what's up everybody? So with the recent update that we got earlier today, which was 15 cars, which is crazy from General Motors, one of the things that actually changed is you can now add suspension to your cars. Most of the licensed cars can now be, you could change the suspension on them. You can make them higher, you can change the camber, the offset. And I'm going to be letting you guys know all the cars which do have suspension, which are the licensed models. So, yeah, let's get into it. So I should mention there's three categories. There's one which obviously has suspension enabled. One have suspension enabled but with restrictions, and then no suspension customization, basically. So yeah, some of these do have suspension, but with like restrictions and whatever. So yeah, now let's get to the first ones, which you could actually just fully customize and do suspension to. First, we have Pagani right here. So we can grab any Pagani. You could do any type of customization that you want, suspension, whatever. As you guys see right here, we just go over to performance and then suspension. You could change anything, change the height. I personally wouldn't reset it. Like I personally would not mess with the Pagani personally, but yeah, you could do any Pagani you want. As you guys see, a bunch of Paganis that we have in the game. Then next we have Hennessy, which is really cool. You can just lower this. I mean, I feel like this is already low enough, but it is an option. You can lower this, so that's there. Drivetrain, basically the same thing. I mean, suspension, height, yeah, you can do whatever. It's already low enough in my opinion, but you can lower it a little bit more. Whatever, do whatever you want to it. Then we have Jaguar. So let's just get the SJ220 for example. You could also do it on this car, as I'm about to show you guys. Boom. You got height, got the camber and stuff like that. Can make the wheels like this. Please don't do this, but you know, it is an option. You can do it. Look at that. Change with, you can mess with the offset and stuff like that. Then we have Noble. I'm just gonna quickly run through these. We have Noble. So Noble M500, for example, you can change the suspension on. You can go like this, mess with the height, whatever. You could just make this super high. Oh my god, this is so goofy, bro. Please do not do this to your cars. I definitely, bro. I'm not excited to see all like the ricers that we're going to be seeing in the game, honestly. But yeah, then we have the Vel. So you could just fully rice this car out. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's, yeah, whatever. But I mean, yeah, as you guys could see, you could do this basically. I don't know why you want to do this to this car, but you know, it is an option. The Vel. Then we have TVR, which is no surprise because they're very lenient. They, you know, we have a bunch of body kits from them and stuff like that. So no surprise there, they could actually change the customization, like suspension wise. And yeah, same thing here, change the height, change everything. They're all fully unlocked. Then we have Apollo / Gumpert. So boom, you could do the suspension on this car. I'm not gonna show it really anymore because you guys get it, it's fully unlocked, you can do whatever. And then we have Gumpert also, which is also like Apollo basically. So you can change the suspension on this one too. Then we got the Tommaso right here. Any D2 also, you can change the suspension as you wish, do whatever you want to it. We have W Motors, which is next. Right here, W Motors, the Fender Super Sport and the Lykan Hyper Sport you could change. So these two cars right here. Then we have Land Rover, Range Rover Sport, SVR. We have 4 in the game currently. So any of these, you could do whatever you want. Maybe make like an off-road build, whatever you want to do. And the last one is KTM. So KTM Expo GTX, whatever you want to do. You can change the suspension fully on these. Now, we're moving on to the suspension settings with restrictions. So first we have Zenvo. So I'm actually curious to see how this looks like. Let's get the TSRS, for example. So these, you can change the suspension, but it has restrictions on them. So let's see. So height, okay. Camber, offset. So what can you not change about these? Hold on. I don't know. So let's link these real quick. Okay, so you could do whatever basically to this, okay? Then camber, you could link these. Okay, oh, I see how the... Okay, so they don't go all the way out, basically. Yeah, so it doesn't let you go, like, all the way out too far, so it doesn't look too bad. I get it. And then offset, we can link these. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you can't make it go, like, super far out, basically. That's kind of the restrictions on them, you know, just, you can't do as much, basically. But, I mean, I don't know why you would want to put it out any more than this, honestly, so... Yeah, that's kind of the restrictions, like how much you can actually move it. Then we have Porsche. So let's get the GT3 RS, for example. GT3 RS right here. We have restrictions on this one too. I'm imagining it's pretty much the same thing. Just how much you can kind of like... Height-wise, yeah, I mean, you can do basically whatever. That's kind of the highest you can make it. Camber, you're getting linked these. Yeah, you just can't change it much. It doesn't move much, you know? Like as it would like with other cars, which you could just fully customize it. That's basically the restrictions. You just can't go too far. Or like super like into the wheel or whatever, which makes a lot of sense honestly. And these restrictions basically like limit nothing honestly, because I don't even know why you would want to like change it, to be honest. So yeah, these restrictions are in my opinion, like almost little to nothing. Like it doesn't really change anything, so I think it's very, very lenient. Same thing with this car. Basically, we could just go over to camber, change this. Yeah, doesn't let it like change too much. And then the offset, boom. See, the wheels don't go out that far. Height, you could do, yeah, you can make it super high. You can make it super high or super low like this. And yeah, that's basically the restrictions. In my opinion, that is not bad at all. Honestly, like that is not bad at all. It basically just saves the car from not looking like goofy and just weird. I'm pretty sure like the brands would not want the like cars looking like that. So that's kind of the restrictions, which are like honestly really, really nice. You can barely tell that like there's restrictions. Then we have the cars which have no suspension. We have SSC. These have no suspension. I'm just gonna go quickly through these, but I'll show this one as an example. Yeah, there's no suspension on this one. And sadly, there's none on McLaren's. I was really hoping that we would get some on McLaren's. To be fair though, these McLaren's are already like very, very low, to be honest. So you don't really need to like lower them anymore. So that's kind of fair. So yeah, McLaren. Then we have Lamborghini, which is kind of to be expected, honestly. We only have the Urus and the, not even gonna bother trying to pronounce this one, but you know, this car. Then we got NASCAR, which isn't a surprise. Also, you can't change the suspension on this. And finally, the car which you can't change suspension on is Gordon Murray. Gordon Moray. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. So yeah, these two models you can't change it on. And yeah, that is basically it for the new suspension customization on all the licensed vehicles. I went through all the ones which you can change the customization on, the ones which you can but have restrictions, and the ones which you just can't change. So yeah, I went through every brand. I hope this video really helps you guys, so you guys can kind of like understand what you could do with like the cars that you have. And yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.